It's been a decade since Avatar broke the box office records, and it held the crown for many years until Avengers Endgame decided it was time for something else to rule. James Cameron had a wide awakening, and we'll be getting 4 Avatar sequels until 2027. Yes! Well, for now, let's just focus on Avatar 2. Here's everything you need to know. Before we begin, have you subscribed to the channel? If you haven't, this might be a good time to do so. Number 10. Why is Avatar such a big deal? Well, let's start with a bit of recap to have everyone up to speed. Avatar had a budget of $237 million, and it went on to become the highest-grossing movie of all time in the box office. The masterpiece earned a whopping $2.7 billion globally. The sequels are highly anticipated, and they have the potential of also making the list of highest-grossing films. Everyone who watched it the first time will definitely want to see what happens next, and everyone who didn't see it will want to know why it was such a big success. So, it's a win-win situation for everyone. Oh, let's also remember that Cameron also holds the spot for another piece which made it to the list of the highest-grossing films, Titanic, which bagged $2.1 billion globally. Wow, he must be quite the genius and a rich one for that matter. Number 9. So, what was the story all about? It's been quite a long time, and we may want to remind ourselves what happened in Pandora. Okay, because the alien world's environment was poisonous, human Na'vi hybrids called avatars linked to human minds to allow free movement in Pandora. Jake Sully, a paralyzed Marine, became mobile and fell in love with a Na'vi woman. He was drawn in the battle of survival in the world of the woman he loved. Avatar wasn't based on a true story, but the story was real, which is why so many people from across the globe related to the plot. Just like the aliens were connected to their forest, people in places such as Amazon and Siberia are also one with their environment. A threat to the forests and the surroundings is also a threat to their lives and their existence. The world of Pandora was inspired by the vertical mountains of the Zhangjiajie National Forest Park in China, but the actual shooting of the sequels was set to take part in New Zealand, where the forests are equally dense and beautiful. Number 8. The good news. Guess what? You don't need to have watched the first Avatar to understand what will happen in Avatar 2 and the other sequels. The only connection is the land of Pandora and, of course, our favorite aliens, only a bit older and with children. Yes, the sequels are independent, and that's quite a relief considering it has been a decade. You know how the Marvel Universe gives people such a hard time catching up. You may miss one movie, and when you come, almost everyone you love has vanished. Thor is fat, and Iron Man is dead. Then they announce a movie like Eternals, which could potentially change everything we know about the universe, and now we have to look for ways and theories of how the new superheroes and villains fit in the puzzle. Relax, it won't be the same with Avatar, but it would also be nice if you watched the first one to at least familiarize yourself with Pandora and the aliens. I guarantee you, it will be worth it. You won't even believe such things were possible in the 2009 film industry. Number 7, the big question, when do we get to see the new Avatar? It's been a long time coming, I know. I'm sure many fans already gave up, but the die-hard fans have never given up on the masterpiece. Avatar was always set to be released around the Christmas period, but we never knew where it would land. In 2015, fans were sure that the wait was over, but the dates were pushed again. We thought Avatar 2 would air in 2017, and again, that didn't happen. Now, the brains behind the film seem to have settled on a date, and we highly doubt it's going to change. After the long wait, they've announced that Avatar will be released December 17, 2021. The wait better be worth it. Avatar 3 will follow on December 22, 2023, and if the first 2 sequels are a financial success, Avatar 4 and 5 are expected to hit our screens in 2025 and 2027. I highly believe that the first 2 won't disappoint. Considering the sequels won't have the pressure of continuity, the team members have the freedom to explore various angles and give viewers a different magical experience every time. Number 6. The director. The first Avatar was a huge success, and you can rest assured that Cameron isn't ready to hand over the mantle. He's going to be in charge of not just the second part, but all the others until 2027. James Cameron has promised viewers magic like no other. In 2009, he took fans to a world they never had imagined in their wildest dreams, and the trend will be the same for the sequels. Get ready for high frame rates and performance capture underwater. Cameron is prepared to use the most advanced technology and prove to the world that the first time wasn't a fluke. Of course, it's not going to be easy because as much as the film's sole purpose is entertainment, other directors are also in business and competition. At the end of the day, only one winner can be crowned. Will it be James Cameron once again? Number 5, the name. At the moment, we are calling it Avatar 2, but that sounds a bit boring if you ask me. James Cameron said back in 2012 that he didn't want the sequels to have the name Avatar. Spoiler alert! At the end of Avatar, Jake Sully left his avatar to become a real Na'vi, so the term may no longer apply. Well, the brains behind the sequel confirmed that it would have another name, but they are still discussing the appropriate title. A collection of subtitles were already leaked, but nothing has been confirmed. Okay, so far we have The Way of the Water, The Seed Bearer, The Tolkien Rider, and The Quest of Iwa. The most popular one and the one which fans like a lot is The Way of the Water. Remember, Cameron also revealed that there would be a lot of performance capture underwater, so it's easy to imagine that the subtitle has something to do with water. Number 4, rating. Avatar was rated PG-13, and we're assuming that the sequels will also have the same rating. I'm sure the producers don't want to mess with the family favorite, and since it will premiere around Christmas, that's the perfect time to have everyone get together and experience the magic. Well, at least everyone 13 years of age and above. We were introduced to a bunch of kids and teenagers who were practicing free diving for the sake of the show, so if a child can handle the sight of aliens, I bet they will comfortably handle the sequel. Back in 2014, Cameron said that he was planning to use 4K resolution for the sequels, and he predicted that theaters would be up to the challenge, and he was right. There's no telling what he's going to do next, and the theaters better be ready. Number 3, the originals. The original cast members of Avatar are all in the contract, so we expect to see our favorite aliens back in blue, and they have aged like fine wine. The future looks bright for Zoe Saldana, who has been cast in Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. I bet she has mastered the art of playing alien. She will reprise her role as the Na'vi princess, Neytiri. The human-turned Na'vi Jake Sully will also be played by Sam Worthington. Avatar will also be raising aliens from the dead. Sigourney Weaver and Stephen Lang will be back. Weaver revealed that she would be playing a different character, and she's perfected her skill in diving underwater in preparation for her role in the sequel. Stephen Lang, however, will be back as the main villain in all the 4 sequels. We can't wait to see how he's brought back to life. Matt Gerald will be back as Corporal Lyle Wainfleet, and CCH Pounder will reprise her role as Neytiri's mother, Moat. So far, so good. Number 2, good can always be better. To make the experience even better, new people will also be joining the team. Una Chaplin from Game of Thrones is already on board. Cliff Curtis is joining the sequel, and Eddie Falco will also be adding magic to the franchise. Oh, there's more. Michael Yao is also joining the team. We also have Jermaine Clement and the incredible Vin Diesel on board. Cameron isn't the only Titanic veteran working on the project. Someone else also familiar with the underwater will be joining in the fun, Kate Winslet. She was cast as a character called Ronald, who is part of the Sea People and part of the Reef People. Kate announced that she was very excited to be part of the team, and she took her Avatar water scenes like a duck to water. Get this, she learned how to hold her breath underwater for a solid 7 minutes. Impressive. If you ask me, the cast looks like one which can quickly put together a billion-dollar production. Number 1, the plot. As mentioned earlier, almost all the magic will still be happening in Pandora. Cameron has been keen not to give out any details yet, but from his interviews, we can deduce a few things. The first sequel will be set several years after the events of Avatar. It will be 12 years since we saw Avatar, so it's only natural that the plot will also have a time jump. Neytiri is now the high priestess of their clan and Jake Sully the chieftain. Most of the events will focus on the children in Pandora, and the two actually have an 8-year-old daughter together. Cameron revealed that the characters would journey beyond the forests of Pandora into underwater and volcanic environments. He is very familiar with the underwater world because he worked on Titanic, but he said that the shots were not easy to capture. Avatar is already complicated, and adding water to the mix makes it 10 times harder. However, that doesn't mean they won't find their way in the underwater. James Cameron said in his own words that the experience will make you shit yourself with your mouth wide open. The sequels will also be about family values, and Lang will be the main villain in all the sequels. Neytiri and Jake will have disagreements, but viewers will only see that through the eyes of their child. We only know that much about the plot for now, but think of anything you believe might happen, then multiply it by 100. That's how advanced the sequels will be. I hope you're ready for what's about to come, and as usual, I'll be here to keep you updated in case you miss out on anything.